Hey guys, I'm Eric.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are
Retro Gaming Nerds.
In this fun-filled, exciting episode, we're going to bring you a little cross between science fiction and fantasy with the classic M Networks and Intellivision game that came out on the Atari 2600.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I have the power! Alright, Adrian, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Turn it on.
Okay.
It has an intro screen.
And it actually sounds just like the cartoon did.
Yep.
Now here's a little Defender-looking type game.
You can go either way in this, so it doesn't matter. But when you turn away from those, they will come at you faster.
It was right.
One more round, bud.
It was right below me. I couldn't dodge it.
Go ahead and hit the reset button, or hit your fire button. Hit the reset.
That's the first time I ever had to use a reset in this game.
You might want to. There you go. Get higher. There you go. He shot you, and he shot you again, and again.
I couldn't do anything.
That's why you don't fly low. Let's go one more round just to see how much more you suck. Hit the reset.
Think if it was.
Well, guess what? I think I'm going to have to school you in this one, Adrian. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Adrian didn't play very well. My turn to show him how.
Well, if it's a Defender-like thing, I probably won't do so. That's probably why. It's Defender-like. And here's a tactic I told Dad that I couldn't even use because I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I think something about a previous episode, you said you did great in strategy games.
Well, the thing is, like I said just a couple seconds ago, this is Defender. This is almost Defender type-ish.
Yeah, excuses. That's all I hear.
It is literally almost like Defender, but instead you have to shoot the ground at the same time by clearing the screen.
Oh, seriously? Come on.
That one wasn't even going for you. He's like, nope. That's when you just blew the guy straight up. This doesn't seem really like strategy. This is like...
It's as close as you get to strategy from the 80s.
I guess.
And besides, it's He-Man. The hell with that playing fair crap.
That's a strategy I was using. I was going to try to use, but I kept messing up. Lily, why does it take so long for you to shoot right after you blow those things up?
Just does.
This thing that really messed me up when I was playing. 2, 1.
There's Castle Grayskull.
By the power of Grayskull.
Okay, now I'm out of the ship. That's Skeletor on the other side, and
what's Skeletor doing?
He tried to take over Castle Grayskull, and it's my job to win it back.
It's kind of funny how the enemy is literally like a skeleton guy, And the castle that He-Man gets his powers from is a skull.
Yeah, it's one of those things from the 80s that didn't make much sense.
It's like that castle actually does belong to Skeletor. They just stole it from him. This one is annoying.
I hate these little rainbow things. And he shot me.
Finally.
And we start over.
Dad just looped the game. And I was hoping for some awesome...
Oh, crap. 2-for-1 sale. So, with that, guys, that sucked. I got past Skeletor, and Skeletor after that had his henchmen whoop my ass.
I was hoping for him to battle Skeletor in an awesome battle, but...
Oh well. Alright guys, so we just got done playing M Network's Atari 2600 title, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. What's your take, Adrian?
It was a fun game. It was like Defender in a way, except there was a bit more difference. Instead, the enemies were below instead of all over on the flying above, and instead of having to defend people, there was nobody to defend at all. All you had to do is just make sure you got them, blew up the whole, took off everything off the screen, and then shot down, shot a hole in the ground and let him into it. And as my dad tried work up for the two of the enemies was before you even get to the enemy, you get into a screen, and then they'll instantly run over to you to be able to shoot. Because they only shoot when they think they're below you or somewhere in a close vicinity below you. And then that's when they shoot that little white thing.
What'd you think of the Grayskull level?
Eh.
It was not what you were expecting.
If I were to get to it, yeah, no, I would never win.
The bad thing is the Intellivision version of the game, which is where it originates on the Intellivision console, it had a lot more to it. It was a lot more in-depth, a lot more colorful of a game as well. I mean, considering that the Intellivision itself was technically a 16-bit console back in the day, even though it really wasn't all that much more powerful than the 2600 in a lot of ways. The problem is we got a limited version of the game. It's a fun game. It brings back memories. Hell, back as a kid, I played about as well as Adrian did back in the day. Of course, with the age of the internet, you start learning what the games are about. You figure out how to play a lot better. Considering back when I first played it, no instructions, no internet, trial and error. It sucked. So, with that, what about the controls?
The controls are rather simple, really easy to learn, simplistic, considering they didn't have instructions. That's one reason that they did it, because they didn't have any instructions. So they thought, simple controls, no instructions needed. So,
yeah, not necessarily. This one doesn't have instructions because, well, eBay. So, with that, it was a fun game. Classic title for the Atari 2600 and Intellivision consoles. I recommend getting it. But with that, guys, next week we're going to take it up back to the 64-bit era on the Atari Jaguar, and we're going to play a strategy game since he claims he knows all about strategy in the last couple of episodes. We'll see, because we're going to be playing Atari Jaguar version of Cannon Fodder. That's right, guys. This is a classic console strategy game. Not too difficult, but it's a fun game where you're leading your troops across terrain and hoping to survive. So with that, guys, stay tuned for next week because I'm Eric.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're playing more games on classic consoles. We are Retro Gaming Nerds.